Welcome back to another episode of John's Junk, where I don't know what I'm doing. Got a couple of issues I need to sort out on the Bronco here. Tracking down kind of a transient issue that's freaking the transmission controller out. I think I might have found it. I'll show you what I found. Got some new parts here from the Racing Depot place. Got a new part here from Amazon. Just got a dead hole. That ought to solve that problem. What's up with Ford Racing plug wires? They only lasted 4.5 years in extreme heat and abuse. What the heck? I'm gonna try these guys out. These are condoms for your spark plug boots for going on headers. They are expensive, so they should be good. Yeah, my logic's flawed. There's 8 of them, and these here go over your plug boots down in there to keep the headers from melting and making black goo run out of your plug wires, which I'm having happen. Got some other miscellaneous parts on there. I don't know if I'm going to get to throwing them on because it doesn't really need them. It's just for my peace of mind, but let's get cracking. I have to pull spark plugs. It's kind of a hateful job on this, on that side of the engine. Fortunately, I did that a month or two ago because for some reason all the plugs on that side were fouled. No idea why. I went ahead and changed those. I have no idea what the plugs on this side look like, but they've been in there for a while, so I might as well change them. I don't know if you guys, there's a hard drive magnet stuck to the underside of my hood, which is where I keep it. It always freaks me out when it grabs a wrench out of my hand. I discovered a while ago, I don't know how many of you guys actually know this, there's your spark plug socket. There's your 3/4 inch. So if you got a tight spot where you can't get this and that, you drop this in there, and normally you put that on there, and it's enough to get it loose, or you can get your little fingers in there and yank them loose. Ah, I knew I was going to hit my head on that. Oh well. I'm a hair under 6'4". To reach down in there, on my truck that's not even lifted, I gotta have a step stool. She's wet and she stinks of gasoline. Phew. Toast. Also wet and stinks of gasoline. Not quite as toasty, but still wet, stinks of gasoline. That one actually seems pretty healthy. There's gas on those threads. That was a dead hole. Really wet. Stinks of gasoline. I can't find my plug gapping tool. I looked everywhere. So I'm just going to have to use the only this other tool I got. And it wants 0.054 of an inch. That's close enough. I didn't know this until recently, but the Champion spark plugs, well, that's somebody's last name. Can't remember the dude's first name now, but it also happens to be the C in AC Delco. Good enough. Close enough. Throw these back in the hole, put wires on it, see if she starts. I know she won't start because it's been a month and a bit and the battery's flat. You don't gotta reef on these to get them to stay in. There's a torque spec. I don't know what it is. Snug, I think, is the spec. That to me is finger tight plus a little. Should use never seize on these since it's steel on aluminum. I haven't had a problem yet. Neighbor's dog's going bananas. Now, these guys are junk. I wouldn't even run that in my lawnmower. Maybe that one. I don't know if it'll fit in my lawnmower. Got 2 extra wires here. Anybody know what these things are for? These guys are a different color from the old ones. Kind of a neon color. A little wear in a little bit. Did I just do that? Yes, I did. I don't know which end should go to where. So, whatever. Yeah, I'm thinking now, maybe. I don't know. This is like trying to put pants on after you put your shoes on. Sheesh. Why am I doing it this way? So I don't gotta remember nothing. Hush. I'll clean that up later. These little guys did their trick for a number of years. Neighbor's kids are going bananas now. Is this one going to take the longest or the least amount of time? Well, I already shot myself in the foot by dropping it. Getting good at it, I suppose. You do it long enough. Need my stool. That was the hard side. Here's why I wanted the boot protectors. Too close, too close. Yeah, check that sucker out. Crusty. Got black goo running out of them different places. Don't have to worry about that no more. I committed a lot of sins building this thing out of desperation, expediency, just plain not knowing any better. I do not know why I did that. That is a spade terminal on a signal wire. There's actually another one up here where they butt together. I may fix both of those because I really don't like them. That's what I'm going to do. Normally I know why I did a thing, and I don't know why I did this thing. I'm going to fix it. I don't think the camera caught anything I did under the hood, but I had to undo all of it because it was a mess. Effectively what I've done here is I've taken my tack signal wire to my tacho on the dash and the tack signal wire for the transmission controller, and I have stuffed them both inside this metal braided sleeving. It's a short little run. Hopefully I left enough. I think I did. I didn't measure. I just kind of that should do. Now I just got to fish this back through my loom up under here, back out under the hood, and crimp a connector on there to put it on my Dizzy, and that should do that. My battery's almost dead. Hey, this thing still has a charge. What do you know? Well, it got dark, then it got light again, then it got dark, and then it got light again, and then it got really cold, and then it got dark again, and then it got light again, and then it got rainy again, and now it's It's my one. It's got dark again. I really honestly can't tell you where I've been, and you'll have to forgive me. I'm not wearing proper pants because it still kind of hurts to wear pants because injury, but and you've still got a charge, so we're good to go. But I think where I left off, I used some of this stuff, which is some of that stuff, to make a Faraday cage around the signal wire for my tack. I think what was going on was, thanks Mr. Faraday, by the way, this guy right here was laying right on top of my signal wire for my tack, which was unshielded, and was making my tack go. The gauge on the dash was going, but the trans controller was seeing, and the throw position sensor, it was seeing, and I moved this guy right here away from that. That seemed to fix some of my problems. So what I'm going to do is, well, right now I think I'm at a spot. I think I've got my choke wire plugged in. That's not closed all the way, which it should be because it's freezing cold, in spite of appearances. I'm going to try to start the stupid thing, and we'll see what happens. You with me? You with me? Good. Fresh battery, because preemptive. I'm always running out of battery juice mid-stream of thought. And this battery's about flat too. Good thing I put the other one on the charger. I'm going to go ahead and gonna hit the right button. I want to open the door because this thing will stink the house out really quick. I'm going to change the battery again because this one's already flat, even though it's been on the charger for like a month. Not as cold as I thought it was going to be outside. It's still chilly. Ooh, ow, pain. Jeez. Got the door open. By the way, it wasn't the charger battery that was fresh on charge. This one was quite flat. Been sitting in my toolbox for the past week. You guys know how this thing works. I'm not going to show you all of it. Give that thing down there the old 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Always takes it a minute to kick over when it's been sitting for a month. I'm going to shut it off. It's got juices circulating. It sounds pretty good. Before I wheel it outside, let it warm up all the way. Sorry. Alright. Torque converter is locking up. It is not chattering. The trans controller is still reading all over the freaking place as far as the tack input. But the throttle position sensor input is reading rock solid. So I fixed that at least. So I don't know what this guy's doing. He's cruising in the center lane. Stop it. So made my rounds, got it hot. We'll see what happens tomorrow morning when I hit the interstate. Bright and early, it should be cold, should be clear. We'll see if oh, why is this guy not wanting to do more than 35 miles an hour in a 45 mile an hour speed zone? I don't know. Tomorrow morning is the real test. We'll see what happens. Backed into something when I pulled into here. Don't know what it was. Let's go take a look. Oh. Not a big deal. Just put the spare tire against the jack is all. But now this thing is good and hot, up to operating temp as they would like to say, I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit, then I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna try to tidy some stuff up. Might throw you on a time lapse. I don't know. Pop the hood. Probably what I'm gonna go do now is watch Burn Down, because I saw he had a new episode up. Let's see what's happening. I think he put it up like in the middle of the freaking night or something. I don't know. That dude never sleeps. This guy's gonna cool off a bit before I stick my fingers in there and get him burned. It's a fun little ride. This thing is a handful in the wet. Rips the back tires loose with no problem whatsoever. Scary. I'll be right back. Well, the torque converter lockup is working better than it had, but still no worky. Still gotta figure out what's up with that. But I made it to the show, so we're good.
Yours is 40 foot one. It's only 10,000. It's got 3 AC units.
You all shut up! I gotta go. You want me to go totally across this? Hell yeah, I'll this way. Oh my god, do this for Newbern! Oh god, I hate this room. Look at that. Oh my god, it's hurting. Keep going! You're almost there, keep going! I hate you! Keep going! I hate you going! No! That's enough! A little more!
Bravo, bravo.
No, because I told you. I don't know, another 50-year-old man that can do that. You know what? It's fun.